If you're familiar with QLED televisions, you'll know that the Samsung S95B QD-OLED is a whole new level of viewing pleasure. If you don't, then let us tell you that you won't find a better TV than this QD-OLED, which provides an outstanding viewing experience regardless of whether you're watching it in bright or dim lighting. The Samsung S95B OLED TV is your best pick if you want a superb display for gaming. Today, we will give you our honest review of this TV. Design. The S95B is the model of choice when talking about ultra-thin laser designs. The TV is so thin that care must be used while handling it. Reading the mounting instructions before installing is advised and necessary. Two coverings, one on the back of the stand where the cables emerge, and one on the side where the connections are, keep things nice and tidy by avoiding hanging or exposing wires.
That's very convenient.
The controller's design hasn't changed from last year, with few buttons and a sleek look. Similarly, this remote control doesn't need batteries since it can be recharged with a USB-C cable or by exposure to natural or artificial light. Features. The TV's screen resolution is 3840 by 2160, making it a 4K display.
Oh, that's bright.
The self-illuminating Quantum HDR OLED display panel offers limitless contrast and perfect darkness. Pixel-level dimming of the S95B OLED lets each pixel be dimmed, brightened, or turned off, creating a magnificent picture with subtlety, contrast, and depth. We enjoy the Eye Comfort mode, which detects your room's lighting and adjusts the TV's contrast. Thus, for example, if you turn on Eye Comfort mode when watching TV at night, the blue light will be toned down and the pictures will have a more natural appearance. After all, Samsung has on its website that Eye Comfort mode is a viewing option under the adaptive picture feature that provides a picture setting comfortable to viewers' eyes based on sunrise/sunset times and surrounding ambient light. Watching HDR material with Pixel HDR Pro improves contrast and brightness. Multi-layered neural networks in its Neural Quantum Processor 4K analyze and enhance video for amazing picture quality from any source. Samsung OLED's Neural Quantum Processor 4K delivers the finest picture. We also like the Filmmaker mode, which changes image settings automatically to maintain the director's intent, but we'll get into that more when we talk about picture quality. You can, however, subscribe to our channel if you want to learn more about picture quality settings. Smart TV. The Samsung S95B has its ups and downs, even though Tizen has improved. Netflix, Amazon Video, Apple TV+, Disney+, Now TV, Rakuten, and YouTube are among the numerous video streaming apps. The SmartThings app streamlines setup for Bixby, Google Assistant, and Amazon Voice Control. Finally, two-screen multi-view with a video call app. Samsung's Tizen-based smart TV platform remains its biggest obstacle to a smooth user experience. The menu itself is where most of the issues arise.
Disappointed?
For instance, navigating away from the very basic options shown by the menu button is too cumbersome. It's sluggish and awkward even to switch between inputs. Picture. Simply said, the S95B isn't comparable. We say so due to its cutting-edge color saturation and pop technologies. Under bright light, the S95B glows. Under afternoon sunlight, content is rich and colorful. Nonetheless, its average picture level may be tiring in low light. HDR is great on the TV. At high picture level, the set shows near shadow detail over true black. The cinematic tone is seamless. You'll enjoy the S95B's sophisticated AI-optimized AV mode. AI optimization regulates sound and vision by assessing the content and viewing environment. Standard image settings are accessible when intelligent mode is turned off. It includes dynamic, standard, cinema, and filmmaker modes. When you dim the lights for movie night, cinema and filmmaker modes limit the panel's grotesque excesses. Connection. It has 4 HDMI 2.1 inputs, one of which supports EARC for use with a soundbar, 3 USB audio outputs, an antenna or satellite receiver interface, and an Ethernet port. As it contains a second tuner, you can record and watch DVB-T channels. A set of headphones can be linked with the TV's dual Bluetooth 5.2 connection for simultaneous listening. These connections make for great gaming, which we will discuss later. Soundbar. True TV Dolby Atmos comes standard on the S95B OLED. However, the sound is not muted or scaled down to stereo. Without a soundbar, we enjoyed watching TV. When switched on, the TV's inbuilt microphone emits a tone across the room. It assesses its location and size and adjusts the sound. For instance, you can tell the direction a bouncing ball is coming from by the sound it makes on the ground.
Oh, we got to get one of those.
So we will agree with Samsung when they say you can track every terrifying gasp or hear the roar from the crowd traveling across the pitch with voice tracking, which delivers a more realistic human voice. Gaming. As it supports 4K at 120 Hz with HDMI 2.1, you can connect a PS4, PC, and Xbox to this screen and still have a connector for an EARC speaker. This TV can show 4K content at 120 frames per second and includes variable refresh rate, VRR, FreeSync Premium, and auto low latency, ALLM. Gaming on the S95B is fantastic.
Video games? I love video games.
I know.
TV users may play a wide variety of games without a gaming device using Stadia, Microsoft Game Cloud, and NVIDIA GeForce Now on the game menu. With Xbox Game Pass, you can test this and take up Halo on your PC where you left off without any additional gear. It's beneficial, yet it has limitations. The main problem is the poor quality caused by the low frame rate and maximum 720p resolution used for streaming. In conclusion, we think this TV is fantastic, and we highly recommend that you give it a shot.
Right away.
Although other televisions will be introduced this year, we believe this 2023 OLED model will hold its own against the competition. Needless to say, there are some drawbacks. As we all know, there is no such thing as a 100% TV. We have another video that focuses more on some issues with the S95B, so click to find out. Thanks for joining us today.